Well, good morning. I'd like to thank Chairwoman for the invitation to say a few words today. I'd like to thank Melissa for the kind words that she said about me as I walked up. And I had 17 of my smart women escort me up. I will tell you, that's the first time that I've been escorted, and I am so happy and proud that it was our sisters of our Women's Committee that escorted me up today. Well, I do want to say that I am a rookie at this event. So this is unbelievable. It's incredible. I am personally and in my career marking this moment of being in the House of Labor with all my sisters from across the United States and Canada, affecting change for the members and workers in both of our countries. I got to tell you that the unity and the energy and the solidarity that you have standing shoulder to shoulder on issues that affect women and minorities in the trade, we really thank and appreciate what you do. My second mark is this is the largest group that I've ever had the pleasure and honor to speak before. This is awesome. So I have an opportunity to share with you some of the things that happened at our SMART General Convention, which was in August this year. That is where we come together as an organization. We develop our 5-year plan of what do we need to do. We have amendments that go before the Constitution and resolutions that go before the 1,000 delegates that we've sat at our convention. So we had an opportunity to listen and receive amendments and resolutions from our Women's Committee. They were about achieving strategic goals that we have as an organization. I will say that I will touch on a few, which is only a few of the many, but they were all unanimously approved by all delegates at our convention in August. The Women's Committee is really driving and making sure that we become stronger, that we become more diverse, that we make sure that we will not tolerate harassment, bullying, hazing, discrimination at our meetings, at the workplace, period. We will not tolerate it, and we need to stand up and make sure that our sisters and our brothers and sisters are making sure that we're standing up united. We also, one other change that we made is that it's a chargeable offense now by the Constitution, member to member, for harassment and discrimination practices. So you will be held accountable. Our members will be held accountable for mistreating workers. Our members will be held accountable and subject to union trial procedures and charges and defense and discipline within those trial procedures. And that is not just at the worker level, that is at every level of our organization, right on up. We also, at our meetings, whether it's an international meeting or a local union meeting, we will announce or display that this is an environment free of harassment and discrimination and bullying and hazing and anything else that hurts our brothers and sisters sitting next to them or in the room. We also implemented a code of conduct. We read the code of conduct today, and that will be done at every meeting across the United States and Canada. And we will be loud that unacceptable behavior will not be tolerated in the SMART industry, in the SMART union, and in the SMART labor management meetings that we have. We also implemented and 100% approved that our Constitution will be gender neutral, and the language is being changed right now, so effective October 1st, we are effecting that change. So that is a few of the amendments that we've adopted unanimously, and we had some very important resolutions, such as what Secretary Treasurer Liz Schuler witnessed, where our goal is to double our SMART women before our next convention, so that we can make sure that we are moving local by local and international and region together lockstep in improving improving the opportunity and the upward mobility for women and workers across the United States and Canada. We want to make sure that we provide the training classes and the mentoring classes so that there's upward mobility and paths forwards into the sheet metal industry. Whether it is an aspiration of a sister or a member to go and be part of the company structure, whether it's a foreperson or a general foreperson or a superintendent, or how do they get involved in the union process, become on the executive board, become a representative, become a business manager, become a general president. How do we get that done? Our industry, through the leadership of our Smart Women's Committee, will affect change. They continue to work and are instrumental in everything that we've done. They put the sweat equity into the resolutions and the amendments. They made sure not only did they draft it, but they had areas and locals and regions adopt the same one, and therefore affecting change at our constitutional convention at a unanimous vote. But they haven't stopped, and they're not going to stop. They're now addressing change, and what do we need to do to figure out what are the challenges that we are up against, and how do we provide solutions? So it's not identifying just the challenges, but they're working on the real solutions. How do we recruit and retain better? We got to do a better job of that. Our history, our culture has not been good at that, and we're going to change that culture one local at a time at the leadership of our international. And I am very happy because of this culture shift. We now have locals that are adopting policies that are really now taking us to a new level. I will say that in Local 66, which is in Seattle, they now have a child care program. And in 265 in Illinois and in 18 in Wisconsin, they had paid maternity leave. So we have a long way to go, but we will continue to now sanitize. And in fact, this Tuesday, I am meeting with every local, and we are going to provide the resources that they can implement in a more easily fashion those child care plans and no paid maternity leave plans, so that we have more locals adopting the good and the best practices that are happening across the United States and Canada. We will continue to work hard. We got a lot of work to do. We will roll up our sleeves. We will make sure that we are better inclusive. We are better in diversity. And we will continue to move our international in that fashion. We will do a better job tomorrow than we did today. We will push our members and our leaders to make sure that they understand where we are and where they need to be. That when one is harmed, we all are harmed. My Smart Army right over here, they understand that. And you stand shoulder to shoulder when you're on the job site, when that type of action happens, and I appreciate your solidarity and your unity. So with hard work, with the passion that I've seen and you've displayed today and yesterday, you will affect change in workers' lives. You have affected change in our members and their families' lives just at our Constitutional Convention in August. And we will continue to progress and get better and hone and make sure that workers are represented by a union and listening to what those voices are. Sometimes you have to listen. Sometimes you have to make sure that members understand that you are willing and their opinion is important. And SMART will do that. Because we believe that when we add your voice, and your voice, we have an opportunity to affect change in organized labor, in building trades, and in Smart Union and Smart Union families. So I really appreciate the opportunity, and thank you very much. Have a great session, and I will be here for the next day.